Alright guys, what is up? It's Bad News Bears, and today we are doing our Super Saiyan 3 Goku guide. As you can see, there's a maintenance starting soon, so I'm using this as an excuse to actually experiment with doing only one gameplay in a guide. I'm going to talk in that gameplay about having multiple games, but we're going to see how I feel about it and see how it goes moving forward, and like if people prefer it being a bit shorter. Anyway, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Very interesting character where they are not like any sort of character archetype that I'm familiar with. They are a long-range mage, but they're also secretly an assassin that is going to dive you and one-shot you, and you're never going to see it coming. So, as you can see here, high attack range, high burst damage, pretty garbage everything else. There is a mobility, but I mean, the mobility is... It's pretty good. It just is not a damaging ability. Goku really only has one ability in lane, really, which is interesting. This character is not as easy as people initially thought or make him out to be, which, if you have been playing this game, I'm sure you've seen a lot of people that have spent $5 to turbo feed your games. So let's just go quickly. He is a transforming character. He does go to Super Saiyan 3 at level 7, base HP and attack up. Pretty standard transformation. He does bonus damage to enemies that have a higher percent HP than him. He has a pretty interesting rush attack that is a normal range auto attack, pretty long range, just like Piccolo, but periodically he throws a stronger auto or rush attack. He has not the strongest rush attack in the world. Like, you think it would be stronger than it is. You'll see that in the gameplay, and we'll talk about it later with the partners. Beam Kamehameha, it's chargeable. The longer range it is, the less damage it does unless it's max charge. A mobility that is basically a dash. You pick a location, you go to it, you come back out. If you press the button again while you're in the air, you'll go back to the previous location. It does do damage. Skill 3 is instant transmission. You can target anyone on the map and instantly teleport to them. It can be comboed with Super Kamehameha. And Dragon Fist is his ultimate. You cannot unlock it until you are Super Saiyan 3, and it's just a line shot that does a lot of damage, and it's persistent with the dragon. So as long as the dragon's out, it is ticking for damage, and we will go more in detail about those after the gameplay. So let's head into it. All right, we got our first SSJ3 Goku game. Oh, cam not on. Hello. We'll see how it goes. I've been having like absolutely the world's most just abysmal games lately, so maybe this will be kind to me. We'll see. We'll see. This queue also took genuinely forever. I did switch to EU because I couldn't get a game for damage on NA, and I figured it'd be better for EU games right now. So I'll be playing on a bit of ping, but it should be fine. Yeah, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So Goku actually doesn't get his ult until level 7, which is interesting. Well, I say level 7. You're not able to get your ult until you transform, which you can transform at level 7. This is like the prime rule set for Super Saiyan 3 Goku, though.
I'd like to see the power used to destroy my brother.
Oh shit, I actually went in? It's fine. Kind of an awkward start, but you know, it is what it is. Grab Super Snowball.
Yes, yes. Do your best.
Did 2 Cell Jr. spawn up top? Yeah, like I said, no ult yet.
Here goes. Go all out. I won't hold it against you. What are you trying to do?
My cooler died? My cooler died and she didn't even ult him? I hit her with the instant transmission. The wall, dude, the wall. How did my cooler die without even getting her ult out? Fine, we'll farm up. There's a Cell Junior here.
Assisting.
Gonna grab Solid Bear just because they have Android 18. Stole the Cell Junior. I am an idiot though and didn't level my ult. Oh, I can still do it. Right, super start. Go up here, snipe the snowball stack real quick. Isn't this character fair and balanced? I am genuinely of the belief that this character is not as good as people were expecting, myself included. But I mean, in a super start lobby, it's just genuinely unfair. I'm gonna sit here and get my teleport ready, and I want to teleport bottom. I almost got both of them. Alright. I mean, we'll take the kill on 18 at least. Oh! Oh, team wipe. That was real close.
I just might need a minute.
I need to get out of here.
I think I messed up.
What is this beautiful display?
I'll go down low.
Get all healed up here. Oh! Get the Nappa and the Goku. Get Cooler out of here. Get a Golden Cell Jr. I mean, yeah, you know, Super Start Cell Jr.
I appreciate the assistance.
No need.
Well, you
Nice! You nailed that max Dection burst!
oh, and it's team wipe. That's gonna be GG. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the like textbook Super Saiyan 3 Goku good game. So yeah. We'll look at the score here.
There's no limit to a Super Saiyan's power.
Yeah, we'll give it to our cooler. Yeah, 104k damage. Our Kel did quite a lot as well. And we'll jump into game 2. Alright, another game of Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Landing with a Frieza in theory. I pinged top. Let's find out if I actually get to go top. Double Zamasu game, interesting.
3, 2, 1.
I'm winning this fight for sure.
I pinged top.
Side by side with you.
Do come back alive.
So I do think Frieza is a pretty solid lane partner for Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I know I don't have it in my, like, the 3 recommended lane partners, but I think Frieza is definitely a 4th honorable mention there. Hey, we have first strike.
Come on.
I'll go up top.
So I didn't get any of the farm, but I did kick the shit out of Krillin, so we were able to get that. I didn't get the auto off. I also can't believe my Frieza just died to hell to light grenade like that. And it seems like my bottom is getting throttled. Cool, cool, cool. I don't know how Krillin doesn't fucking die there.
Here goes.
Piccolo is another fantastic superstar character.
God, come on. Show me what you've got. I challenge you. Go.
Alright, kill Krillin here. We got Nail out. Nice. That's one thing about Super Saiyan 3 Goku. You shouldn't be scared to use the instant transmission in lane. I was kind of scared with that wall breaking that I was going to get hit with a light grenade, but he didn't shoot it at me, so we're good.
Let's get this over with.
Krillin is bottom. But, this game, dude. This game. Okay, I'm gonna hold until I have my Kamehameha back.
Yo. Coming.
There we go.
Now. Who's my opponent? Come on.
Krillin dead. Got my Giant Slayer. We are just getting backdoored by the Zamasu, apparently. I just get my ass kicked by Nappa. Well, yeah, we're all too low to do this, huh? And my Frieza died? Okay,
Maybe I played around too much. You alright? Got you ready? Kakarot.
holy big! I mean, and that's just kind of the unfairness of this character right there. On full display. Alright, transform, get our ult. We have instant transmission up. Go on Krillin again. This Krillin is probably so sick of me. And I do feel a little bad about it. Alright, we'll grab our backstab here. Goodbye, Zamasu. Oh no, goodbye me, man. Goodbye me. Oh, that's a bad time to die, too. That's a really bad time to die. Though it looks like they're not. Oh, nice. Good Meteor Smash. Or Meteor Slam? What is the. I never remember the name. Goku has too many meteors. Big meteor guy, that Goku. Alright, so. Hopefully, we're going to get a good example of being able to quickly get snowball stacks back as Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I mean, that wasn't a great example because I would have gotten it back on any character there, so... But you see, like, I can just teleport and get a snowball stack. Why I would never sell it on this character, even if you have the opportunity to. I mean, we have max instant transmission, so we can teleport anywhere on the map as long as we have vision, so I'm just gonna farm up. Oh shit, shouldn't have Kamehameha. Oh, so low. Oh, you're so lucky. Yeah. I caught Zamasu with a tick. Oh, I got an assist. Okay. Oh yeah, we got a snowball stack. Big Kamehameha, get the Zamasu res. Yeah, I mean, they have nothing to stop me. Their Goku has to be the one to stop me, and he's not doing a very good job of understanding like what I'm able to do and how to just be ready and aware. Just gonna steal all their back farm right now. Because I can. Let me just full charge. GG.
We did it, guys. We won.
All right. Top Goku top game in the books. Bum bum.
I'm itching for more.
All right. So I think I'm gonna leave it at the 2 games, and I'll catch you guys in the full character guide. Okay, so we are back from the game or games. Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So we talked about him being like a mage type assassin. A lot of the time what you're going to be doing is using instant transmission to get across the map, finishing off low HP enemies, or using his incredibly long range to secure farm and poke out in lane. Your entire gameplay loop is based around instant transmission Kamehameha. He doesn't really have great lane abilities. He just has the one ability in lane. So you're kind of limited to what you can do in lane, especially pre-7 where you don't even have your ultimate, because he does get it later than other characters. So let's actually look more in detail about what his kit is. So at level 7, you can transform into Super Saiyan 3. You gain additional base HP and all attack up. And your passive is actually stronger. His passive is actually pretty notable. An ability that grants buffs in adverse situations, deals more damage to enemy heroes who have higher percent HP than you. So you can actually pair this really well. We'll talk about this in a minute with Giant Slayer, where if you kind of taken a bit of damage and then you instant transmission to someone that's full HP, if you have Giant Slayer plus your passive, you will actually just hit like an absolute freight train. So his rush attack fires an energy blast. It becomes a powered up attack at set intervals, increasing damage dealt and exploding upon impact to deal more damage. It honestly is a little underwhelming. Super Saiyan 3 Goku's rush attacks are not by any means the best in the game, but when we talk about partners later or helpers, we'll get into a bit about the rush attack. Skill 1 being the Super Kamehameha, unleash an energy wave in a set direction, range and duration increased the longer the attack is charged. Distance will not reduce damage dealt if charge is maxed. K move / redirect while charging, can redirect while attacking. Yeah, so this is one like concern that we have with Super Saiyan 3 Goku when you're playing him in lane, is trying to steal farm. If you are trying to steal farm, ideally you're going to want to full charge the Kamehameha. Otherwise, you do get damage drop off at range. This is a great poking tool. It is a great farm secures tool. You just have to play it like a bit differently than you would with like Piccolo, where you can just quickly walk up and fire it and walk out. There is a bit more thinking with your Kamehameha, a bit more positioning. You really want to position Super Saiyan 3 Goku like a true mage, where you're trying to play back, trying to poke out, trying to deal big area denial damage. And then once you're looking to make rotations, that's when you're thinking the more assassin playstyle, or if you're trying to maybe play a bit more defensive, you're always looking for opportunities to play that offensive assassin style with instant transmission, which we'll talk about in a minute here. Your skill 2, explosive strike, quickly move to a set position in the sky above and store an energy blast in fist before rushing at the enemy. Deal more damage the less HP the enemy has. Re-enter the command to quickly to move quickly back to where the skill is activated. So if you use this ability again while in the air, after you land, you will go back to where you were, which is super useful for some quick ability dodgings like Spirit Bomb, like Special Beam Cannon, or even just like trying to get focus away from Zarbon. It's a pretty useful ability for that, just being able to go back and forth. This is oftentimes used as an escape or a dodge rather than for its damage. Its damage is pretty underwhelming, and most of the time, because as you see, this does deal more damage, less HP the enemy has. If the enemy is low HP, where this would actually do relevant damage, a lot of the time you're just better off using your rush attack. You can't miss rush attacks if you have the correct settings, and especially if you pair it with nail, you're just going to be doing more damage with the rush attacks anyway. So a lot of the time you're going to be using this for reposition, or in some niche cases late game, maybe a chase down on a low HP target. Skill 3, instant transmission. So this is the hot topic of Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Honestly, playing with it, it's not the most OP thing in the world. I mean, it is OP. It is the most OP thing in the world. The issue is the rest of his kit isn't the most OP thing in the world. So you teleport to a set target location, able to target enemy or allied heroes. Cooldown of the skill is shortened if an enemy hero is selected. I actually don't entirely. I think it's 50% shorter if you target an enemy with it. I should have actually gotten the exact number. Becomes instant transmission Kamehameha if Super Kamehameha is activated immediately after use, allowing for a fully charged Super Kamehameha. You have longer to use that Kamehameha than you think. You have like a whole second after you teleport to actually press the button and get the full charged Kamehameha. And it is supercharged, so remember that you do have your full range effect. I know we're talking about how to play the character, so like how to use this character specifically. Be scared of Trunks and be scared of Android 18. Those two will ruin your day. Those two, if you instant transmission to them and they're even remotely ready, they're just going to go behind you and blast you. Here's the thing with Super Saiyan 3 Goku that really holds this character back from being completely broken, is his Kamehameha is a long channel. You have to, you are stuck there for a long time, and the rotation is relatively quick, but you cannot full 180. But you can see how long he's stuck there. If there's an Android 18 behind you, she's just giving you back shots. I'm sure you're into it, and there's not much you can do about it. That's like the big issue with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and this is an issue in lane as well, where we have to talk about like where you have to position further away, or in corners. If we're talking top lane, specifically when you're going for the Kai, there's that like top left corner or top right corner. You'll see a lot of Super Saiyan 3 Goku's position there, and I think that is the correct thing to do, because you don't have your back exposed, you have a bit more space, and with Explosive Strike you can jump very, very close to your god after firing your Kamehameha. That's the big thing. The big thing with Super Saiyan 3 Goku is understanding who you are allowed to target and when with your instant transmission, and knowing how to play a true mage in lane, because in lane he does play like a true mage. Super attack, Dragon Fist. We mentioned this earlier. You cannot have this until level 7. Very interesting. Release a dragon of energy from your fist in a set direction, can be mastered while transformed. This is not the best ultimate in the game. This is not the worst ultimate in the game. This hits like a freight train. If you hit an enemy, they're dead. It also comes out really fast. If you are standing on top of someone, we're talking like if you're playing with like an Android 17 perhaps, or a Cooler, or a Vegeta, and you are right next to them when they see somebody, yeah, they're dead. You're getting this off. This is like, it is really fast. The issue is there's travel time. It's also not huge. When we talk about abilities that take up a whole screen in this game, you can see this isn't a huge ability. But like I said, it absolutely melts if it hits. It does do tick damage. It's a persistent hit box. So the longer you stay in it, the more damage you are taking. This is a fantastic ult. If you understand how to use it, I suppose. Great secure. When we're also talking about secure with bosses, because Super Kamehameha, great shred, and then Dragon Fist, great secure. Not the best ultimate in the game, not the worst, and is definitely... Super Saiyan 3 Goku is a lot harder than you would expect. A lot of people make this character look really difficult. Which I know this is a lot of people's first MOBA. Once you get the hang of this character, he's scary. Not the best character in the game, but very, very scary. So let's talk about ability level order. So you're going to level your 2 first. If you're not in Superstar, if you're in Superstar, do not level your 2 first. This is going to be on screen, by the way. Level your 2 first because your Kamehameha is very slow early clear. It stops you from moving, and that makes you get to lane slower. Level your 2, then your 1, then your 3, then 1, then 2, then 4, then 4, then 1, then 3, then 4, then 2, then 3. And that, like I said, all on screen right now. I will point out one thing. When you're getting to your level 7, where you can level your ult, don't forget that you can level your ult and you have to transform. This is a character where you're basically wanting to transform always immediately. There's characters like Caulifla and Cooler where you want to hold on to it maybe. Think of Goku a lot more like Cell, where you're like, oh, I can transform, slam that button, hit X immediately. You want to be able to use that Dragon Fist, and the game does let you level a different ability before Dragon Fist. So if you hit level 7, don't realize, and then level your instant transmission, oh, guess who can't level their ult until level 8 now? Ooh, oops. So there's that you have to be mindful of. All right, let's go jump into build talk. I love how easy it is to talk about builds in this game. There's just so few cards. I hope they expand on it, but like it's nice to not have to do like here's 20,000 items in League of Legends or Smite or predecessor. Anyway, builds. Slot 1, I do see a lot of people going Lightning Swift, and I have to say, I know when you're going Lightning Swift because you're not killing me. Super Snowball. There's no reason to not go Super Snowball on this character. This character is as safe or as dangerous as you decide he is. The game isn't. Your state is entirely in your hands with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So go Super Snowball. Play smart. When you're at 4 stacks, you can play a little fast aggressive. And here's my great thing about Super Snowball. With Super Saiyan 3 Goku versus other characters, if you die, you might consider getting rid of your Super Snowball. A lot of time you should. Go to Lightning Swift. Or if you're a tank, go to Build Up. Or if you're a tech, go to Strategic Escape. Even some damage characters go to Strategic Escape. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, because you have the ability to just snipe a kill, to instant, just boom, I'm here, 1 HP person across the map, not anymore, you're dead. Back to spawn, buddy. You can actually rebuild your Super Snowball stacks very easily and very quickly. So that is very important to know about Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I don't think you should ever sell Super Snowball. I think this is the only character where you should never, ever sell Super Snowball. Because you always have an opportunity, as long as you have one competent teammate, to get a stack back, and then you're back in the game. When we're talking about the second card now, I think you have 3 options. But I think I'm only going to put 2 on screen right now because I really think one of the options is kind of and I'm just like conceding to the masses. A lot of people will say Solid Berry on Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I don't love this. I do not love Solid Berry on Super Saiyan 3 Goku because a lot of the time, if you want to maximize what you're doing on this character, you want to be doing damage. So I'm not even going to say it. Solid Barrier, if you're against 18 Trunks, maybe. I'll allow it. I won't be mad at you. But what I really think you should be doing is going Giant Slayer or Prepare to Die. I think a lot of this is what you're looking to do within your game. If you are looking to be the guy going in there, one-shotting the tanks, 100 and zeroing somebody, Giant Slayer. And I think a lot of the time Giant Slayer is going to be the better option because it synergizes well with his ability. On the flip side, if you really want to just be like, okay, here's the plan. I'm going to snipe kills. I'm going to secure kills. I'm going to be the whole backline major. I want no risk. No risk, all the reward. Prepare to Die, I think, is also super viable. I think both of these are viable. They'll both be on screen in slot 2. This is a lot safer, but also the reward is a lot smaller. My sort of issue with it is a lot of the time, if you're instant transmission Kamehamehaing somebody below 50%, they're going to die anyway. But if you're against, 18 or Trunks, maybe the extra damage on the 2 ticks you get will be enough to get the kill. Like I said, I hands up, I think Giant Slayer a lot of the time is going to be better than Prepare to Die. I enjoy the Prepare to Die. I just think, objectively speaking, Giant Slayer is probably better. And then slot 3. So I just said, if you're not killing people, you're not doing as much damage as possible, you're missing out on this character. So surely you would think Pursuer or Wicked Warrior. Here's my issue with Pursuer and Wicked Warrior. You're never activating these. Ooh, you're never activating these. You're never activating these in the late game. You're not staying in trades long enough to proc Wicked Warrior anymore. And, I mean, even if you are, it's not very many. And Pursuer, you're never activating this. Like, ever. You're almost never activating Pursuer. You have to hit with 2 different abilities. You only have 2 abilities that you can hit with, and one of them isn't, you're not supposed to hit people with it, really. So, while I don't really honestly think Super Saiyan 3 Goku has a fantastic tier 3 card. I'll say it. You could go Limit Breaking Jump. I'm going Backstab. You get a bit of cooldown in your kit, which is nice. If we have to explain it, when you build combo cards, the more red cards you have, the more damage you get after you get 3 cards. The more green cards you have after you get 3, you get more defense. And the more blue cards you get after you get 3, you get CDR, or cooldown reduction. So the flat cooldown reduction is really nice for the instant transmission and the Dragon Fist, but also you are going to get one ability that ever benefits from this, and it's going to be your Kamehameha. If you instant transmission Kamehameha, kill somebody, or even just like wound somebody severely, and then you're in a bit of a bad position. Part of the issue with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he only has one ability. If that ability's on cooldown, you kind of got nothing. So it does get your Kamehameha off cooldown quicker after you jump somebody. So it has helped. It can help you secure farm. It can help you get a kill and then also rip the boss. I just think of 6 not great choices. It's the best choice, in my opinion. So go with that. Super Snowball, one of the tier 2 damage cards, and then Backstab is going to be your build on screen right now. Let's talk about helpers. Helpers. I'm getting a little excited today. I don't know why I'm so all over it. Damage helpers. So, options we have: Nail, World King, Batamo, and Major Metallic. I'm just gonna go out and say it. Nail is the correct option. You could argue that there is reason for World King because you mount with your Kamehameha, so you will be fighting in World King. It's just blatantly unnecessary. You're also never instant transmission dropping World King then Kamehameha, so you're not even getting it super frequently. Botamo is fine. If you really, really feel like you need Botamo, you can go Botamo. Nail I think is your best option. Nail is helping you get to your late game, which late game is where you're one-shotting people. You're building up your snowball stacks. Nail is helping you do that. I mentioned Super Saiyan 3 Goku does not have the best rush attacks, but he has range, which is great, and he has HP deficit damage, whatever you want to call it, where he has less HP, he does more damage. The amount of times going Nail on Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and this really applies to any ranged damage characters, Nail is so good. You can play your range, you can juke in and out of the Nail range, because Nail actually does have different range than you, right? You can get out so much damage with Nail in the early game and just absolutely throttle fights, and no one expects you to do it. And Super Saiyan 3 Goku having a mid-tier rush attack, like a mid to mid-high tier rush attack, Nail just pushes that up, and you're just gunning people down. And the amount of snowball stacks you'll find that you get because you went Nail in the early game. Yes, he absolutely falls off late game, but by the time you get there, if you have your snowball stacks, you're not even needing one of these guys anyway. He also does help with boss shred. I mean, if you don't have an early snowball stack, you want to rip 18 or Nappa, he does help with that as well. Should be noted. And then, as always, for damaged characters, we now have to talk about the new Major Metallic. If it's steamed meat buns, yeah, 100% Mr. Metallic, always. Mr. Metallic does also have the nice thing for Super Saiyan 3 Goku, where Super Saiyan 3 Goku does get blocked by walls. His beam is long range. You could go Mr. Metallic in a non-meat bun game and like actually kind of do some goofiness with him, I think he's great. I think if you're in a Steam meat bun lobby, yeah, you should 100% take this. Especially because Super Saiyan 3 Goku has no way to break a wall without using his only ability. Let's talk about lane partner. No, I always do this because I have my notes written in the wrong order. Let's talk about Divine Draw. Yay, everyone's favorite. Let's start with the good rules. Super Saiyan 3 Goku has two really major big rules, and if they are together, I just lock this character in, win game. Super Start. The Kamehameha is nuts. It's huge. It goes across the entire lane, basically. It does a lot of damage. If you're a Super Start and you charge your Kamehameha, you're just taking all of the mid farm. It's ridiculous. Then we're also looking at Super Damage Skill Boost 1. Same reason, really. I mean, that's all there really is to it. This helps him with his secure a little bit as well, which he lacks in the early game. And then for bad rules, Spirited Away. This is actually notable. Don't like playing Super Saiyan 3 Goku in Spirited Away lobbies. One of the biggest values of Super Saiyan 3 Goku, sorry you can hear him screaming in the background. One of the biggest values of Super Saiyan 3 Goku is his ability to defend. Well, defend and attack, sort of. Because people will sit on their Kai or on their gods, and you can just like Giant Slayer, 4 snowball stacks, teleport to someone and just blast them and kill them and then score. Spirited Away obviously prevents that, and the Spirited Away also makes it so that if an enemy is charging their Gekishin burst, you can't see them. So you only see them when they're actively dunking. So they are guaranteed to get one dunk, minimum. Then you have to teleport and blast them. Which some of the, if you do it too early, some of that's going to be during their iframe, so you're not going to get full damage, and they might get away or even turn a fight on you somehow. Spirited Away, not great for Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I would actively avoid playing the character in this rule set. You could argue Cloud Cover isn't great for him either, but I argue you should just have better position. You have the ability to position away from Clouds on Super Saiyan 3 Goku in a safe way. Now, let's actually look at lane partners. Starting with good lane partners, I mean, this Super Saiyan 3 character, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, all he really needs is a little bit of peel. But what is really good with him is a little bit of lockdown. So we're talking Vegeta, Photon Bomber being able to pull in is absolutely devastating. If you can pull someone into the Kamehameha for longer, I mean, you're just winning lanes. Cell's grab, if someone is walking away from you immediately, if you have a Cell in your lane, if you are playing with your Cell, maybe don't trust randoms, if you are duo queued with a Cell, right, and you charge a Kamehameha and blast them, what are they gonna do? They're gonna run away. Cell just grabs them, keeps them in the Kamehameha. Or alternatively, if you pop nail or auto exchanging, they go, ah shit, I gotta go. As soon as they turn around and your Cell's nearby, you charge that Kamehameha a little bit. Doesn't even have to be max, and your Cell grabs them, blasts them. Pretty big. Also to cage match, Goku does well with the cage match. It's more lockdown. The Cell games, I call it the cage match. And then that's for bottom lane. And then when we talk about top lane, Boo. Boo is absolutely fantastic. It's so much CC. The ability to heal, the ability to peel, the chocolate, the eating, the gooey, what was this ability called? What's this called? Strangle Gum? Fantastic combo. Fantastic tech lane partner. Super Saiyan 3 Goku has this interesting scenario where he has better lane partners than bottom, but plays better in top because he is so scared of Khalifa. I think Super Saiyan 3 Goku can be played in either lane. I do find a lot more success with him in top. He has better positioning for his Kamehameha, and a lot of the time is in better secure matchups, I would say. But you can really play him in either role. Those are the three best lane partners, in my opinion. Honorable mention to Frieza. Bad lane partners, I would say there's only a few bad lane partners, and they're not even that bad, starting with Baby. Baby doesn't have lockdown, really. He has his slow, but outside of a super start lobby, you're not leveling the slow. Super Saiyan 3 Goku doesn't necessarily want to be possessed. If you're in a matchup with Caulifla, or an Android 18, or a Trunks, you really don't want a Baby on your team as Goku. Zamasu's whole gameplay loop is about locking down and isolating characters. Goku doesn't do that well. Goku wants to poke, he wants to play safe. Zamasu doesn't. So, bad lane partner. I would actually argue this is the legitimately bad lane partner. And then Krillin. I needed a character for top. I'm gonna give it to Krillin. Krillin doesn't have any sort of lockdown. He doesn't have a stun like Gohan or Android 17 or Hit. He doesn't have a ridiculous slow like Boo or Frieza. He just has the smoke cloud, which only does so much. And yeah, he's got 2 blinds. I would say a subpar lane partner for Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I believe that is everything. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the guide. I hope you learned something, and I hope you can now play Super Saiyan 3 Goku at least a solid level. There should be 2 videos on screen right now. Give those a watch. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. That's all for me. Bears out. Peace.